Hello, our listeners and our viewers. This is Holyhill Radio, and you're welcome to another evening show with Merit and
Ify.
Yes. So today we are going to be talking about something that is actually very relatable. I mean, our topic is life after school. I mean, so many of us, most of us have either experienced it, we are experiencing it, or you are yet to experience it. And this is what we're going to be focusing on today's show. But then before we even, start discussing that, how are you doing today, Ify?
I'm fine. It's the holidays.
Yeah.
It's just that chill day, and the weather is good.
True,
I'm grateful
true.
that it didn't rain today. So yeah, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I mean, just like you said, it's a public holiday, but then it's fine. I'm good. I'm great. Okay, so now today, as I said, we're going to be talking on life after school. Life after school. There's just this uncertainty that comes with life after school. There's just this fear that comes with, oh, what am I going to do? What is next? I think the question is always, what is next? What's next? What next? So, Ify, please can you tell our listeners and viewers, how's life after school been for you?
Why are you putting me on the spot?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so life after school for me has been. I mean, I've not really seen a lot like a lot of people, but like
Yeah.
I've seen something. The little that I have seen.
Yeah.
But life after school has been good. It hasn't been a smooth ride the way like I thought it would be. But like I mean, it's almost like a year now
Wow.
since I've graduated. So I'm still just very much fresh into after school. But like it's been an experience so far, and then also doing life in Nigeria with the whole
Everything, yeah.
everything, economy, the whole job searching. It has been a journey.
Wow, I think for me, sincerely, when I was in school before I graduated, this whole thought of, oh, what's going to happen next, I personally decided not to think about it because I was like, please let me not think. When I get there, we'll cross the bridge. And eventually, I got there, honestly. And then when it came, it was like, there's just this realization that comes to you that, okay, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Of course, you're already an adult, but then that pressure, and then it just hits into your brain that, okay, you can no longer be asking for money. You have to now start getting. Of course, you can still ask because they're your parents, but you just want to become responsible. Yes, you want to be able to take care of your needs, buy one or two things for yourself without having to ask people. So that realization hits me, and I was like, okay, the time is already here. So if you're listening to us, it's possible you're already in this phase, or you're yet to, or you've even experienced it. And we're just going to be talking about that. If you're just joining us, this is Holyhill Radio, Evening Talks with Merit and
Ify.
yes, and we're talking about life after school. Life after school. I think the truth is, most people, like after they graduate, they just have this fear of not doing big things or just being bored.
Yeah.
Because most times when you just graduate, you're at home and then, okay, what am I doing with my life? What am I going to do? I don't know. Have you experienced something like that? I mean,
Yeah.
during your experience, how was it for you?
I mean, you said when you were in school, you're not thinking about life after school. Me, I was thinking about it. Like that period of my like project, I was actively thinking what's going to happen next. And then I was like, I have to get a job. I have to get something. Like I had not come out yet, but I was just like, so you can't just be like that.
Yeah,
like,
of
you have
course.
to do something. So I came out, and then I came out. I can't even like I went to go and look for internship because like it wasn't time for NYSC. Some people go and do NYSC
Yeah, immediately.
But like we had a lot of complications, but then I had to go and look for internship immediately because I didn't want to just stay and I'm not doing anything because that whole fear of not necessarily fear, but I didn't want to be bored.
Yeah.
Because I think that was my fear of just staying and being bored of not doing anything. And then some people can relate to it. Maybe they are there, they're just bored, and they're just like, "What am I going to do with my life?" I mean, I wasn't necessarily in that position, but I can feel you because it happens.
When in school, right? I mean, you have your days planned out. You have lectures, so there are systems. You know that you have things to do, but now you're out. No more lectures, so it's just you and you alone. So obviously, there's just this feeling of boredom, of what am I even doing? Time is going. What have I achieved? And the crazy part is when you now look at some people that after school they are doing well. Some persons after school, I mean, they got married, so it feels like this one has already. And then some after school school, maybe they already have a good job immediately. Like, I mean, God favors people. So then there's just this fear of missing out, right? I mean, some people have that fear. But then the truth is, most times, that fear naturally comes sincerely, because if you want to say, oh, you will not have that fear, we are just deceiving ourselves. So if you're listening to us right now, it is very possible that you even have that fear right now, that, oh, what am I doing in my life? It feels like nothing is happening. We want you to know that you are on your own journey, right? So your destiny is different. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Understand that God is leading you somewhere. And I think this now brings us to the point of, in this whole experience of after school, one thing that we should know is that we should actually build our relationship with God. What do you think of that?
I think it's very important that we build, because see, in school, I feel like if you did not build your relationship with God in school, after school, you just must, because it's needed. I mean, there are different things, there are different opportunities, there are different doors open to you, and you need like clarity on where I should go, what I should do, because you're going to be confused. Like, I can't even lie to you, I was confused when I came out. I mean, I don't have it all figured out now, but like, at least I'm seeing
a little.
I'm seeing a little. But then you coming out, you are completely confused. You want to do everything, but then you're not sure what you need to do. So like, building your relationship with God helps you to, like, God just shows you the way to go. Maybe, oh, just rest after school, or maybe go for NYS, or maybe even go and do your masters like some people, right? But then I think if you don't build your relationship with God, it's going to be a little bit difficult, because of course it's a process. It's not immediately now you say you want to build, then God will start showing you all the pictures. Maybe it happened like that for some people, but then your own might just be different. So that whole building, you go through a lot actually. So I think it's best that if you are not out of school now, just build your relationship with God, so it will be a little bit easier. But then if now is the time that you want to build your relationship with God, we're not still discouraging you. You can do it now. God is so loving and so faithful that He would help you and He will be there for you.
The truth is, just like I said when we started, there's just a lot of uncertainty after life after school. I mean, life after school, right? So you need God, though. You need God to direct you, because the truth is, you don't even know what the future holds. Sometimes you might have like an idea, glimpses of, okay, this is what it looks like, but then you don't know the path to take. What should you do at this time of your life? So now that it seems like, okay, you're not doing anything at the moment, what should you not do even at that moment?
And you might be thinking, oh, people are talking about God so much, like what's going on? I have come to discover that you need God so much in your life, in everything.
Hold God.
Like, hold his shirts. Because you need him in school. You will need him outside school.
True.
And I want to say you need him more outside school. I mean, you need him more both ways, but like, I feel like outside school, you need him more. Because it's as if, like, they just let you out of your cage, go and find yourself in the world. Like, it's not easy. So you need God even more outside school. So it's never too much.
You need God every time of your life, sincerely. And in this time, you need Him, because the truth is, sometimes you see different opportunities, right? You need to know which opportunity God is opening for you. I mean, doors will open, but which door exactly? Because the truth is, the enemy too can throw doors at you, can open doors. That's why they say sometimes not all open doors are from God. So in this space now, trust me, you don't want to do anything that would make you now regret, like after some years. So you need God's guidance. You need the leading of the Lord. That's why you need to spend time or ask Him, okay, in this time, what should I do? Sometimes God gives us instructions. He can tell you, start up a skill, learn this, or even apply for a job. Do you get? Sometimes some people, when they apply for a job, they just get it, like no stress. While sometimes God will tell you, learn this particular thing at that moment. It may not be for a long time, maybe just 6 months. So you're just learning that particular skill, but you are following His instruction. Because in these times, especially in this time, you need to just follow Him step by step.
Exactly.
Sincerely.
And I think it's important, whatever instruction He gives you, learn that skill, start a new business, I think you should just follow it and be active in what you're doing. Because like, if you're just there, you're not doing anything, like, you're not, anyone he tells you to do, you're not even doing at all. You're not helping your life, because you notice that days are turning into weeks, weeks are turning into months. And the thing is that in school, it's as if we're all trying to run a race to get first class. But then now
we are out.
Yeah, we are out, and then there's no first class or anything. It's you that is like seeing your life at the end of the day. You're like, oh my god, this is what I did with my life and everything. So like, you have to learn that skill. You have to start that business. You have to just find yourself doing something. It may not be what you end up with, but at least just start and know that, okay, this is what I'm doing now, and then in that thing you can get more clarity
of course,
what you want to do, because you have to start something to even know whether you like it or not.
True.
You have to put your hand into something. It's very important.
And the truth is, sometimes the instruction God will give may not even really make sense, because He might tell you learn something, and to you you're like, why am I learning this thing? You may not know what the future holds or where that will lead you, but as long as it's God that is leading you, just go with it. Sometimes He can tell you, wait, don't do anything, and at that point it might feel like, Lord, my life is wasting away. But no, it's not. See, not the Bible says He knows the plans He has for us, plans good and not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. So you need to trust. See, in this time, your trust in God needs to be really strong. Like, you need to trust in God in this time, because He knows your future. He knows where He's taking you to. So just follow Him step by step. And another thing, don't feel like you are missing out. Because, in these times now, that's when FOMO actually comes in. Because, you are done with school, and then, okay, what am I doing now with my life? And you now look at some people and you're like, okay, they are doing something, but me, nothing is happening. Me, I'm still learning one skill. All those kind of things. You feel like, oh, you're not achieving great things, or your life is not making sense, or it's not making meaning. We're trying to tell you today that you should just trust God. Put your faith in God and believe that He's taking you to that beautiful place that He wants to take you to. And also, don't compare yourself with another person. Your destiny is not the same with someone else. It's not the same, because the process someone will go through is not the process another person will go through. So just trust Him. Trust Him in this time. Trust Him. But then the truth is, in this whole period, what have you learned?
What I've learned. One thing I've learned is just whatever you find doing, just do it and do it well. You never know what that thing can be. Maybe you came out of school and you're not really using your certificates, because the thing is, when you're in school, they don't tell you that you will not be able to use your certificates immediately. At least not everybody. Some people immediately they come out, but then some of us that became out, we're not really using ourselves immediately. So whatever skill you enter, whatever business you enter, just do it and learn it well, knowing that is a means to an end and not necessarily the end itself. Because at this stage, you don't know what to do. You're confused, and you're in a world with different opportunities. So whatever opportunity that come, and God says, okay, this one is good, because it's not every opportunity that you should take.
True.
You should accept it, stay there, work with it, be diligent. Anything you can learn from it is very important.
True.
As Pastor Apostle Femi Lazarus, I was watching a video, and then he was saying how the world doesn't owe you anything. It's either you go to school or you learn a skill, do something. Nobody owes you anything. Even him that is a pastor, nobody owes him anything. And I think even though you go to school, I think everybody should be able to have that skill that you're doing, because you don't know, maybe now we're not praying that anyone should lose their job or something should happen, but you don't know when something can happen, and it's your skill that will help you. Because a lot of people now, it's their skills that are helping them, especially
giving them money.
Exactly,
tech bros.
All the tech bros is them that they are seeing. Oh, even people that are not even necessarily tech bros, but they just learn that coding. They are seeing the fruits from it. So whatever you find yourself, just be a person of value and learn it. I think it's important.
Actually, I think that's actually very important, because during this period, I think you should just build yourself. So while you are still trying to make sense of your life, while you are still trying to say what is going to happen, build yourself. Okay, so that skill that you already have, harness it. Okay, watch things that would help you be better. Go for learn courses, go for conferences, seminar, do things that will help you be a better version of that particular field that you want to focus on. And also, I think this idea of life is uncertain and all of that, just like I always say, just trust God. Just trust God. Allow Him lead you step by step. It might not make sense, because the truth is, sometimes you just look and you're like,
it never makes sense. Let's be honest. Sometimes
sometimes you're just like, God, what's happening to my life? Like, really, what's going on? But then just trust Him. See, that's why I said you need to be, you see, in this time, you need to be close to God more than ever so that He can direct you every step of the way. But then, we're just talking. Please, can you tell us how you've been surviving? How have you been surviving? Because, I mean, the whole uncertainty, the whole fear, everything just comes down. So, how have you been surviving?
So, my family members have been there for me.
Yeah.
If I want to give a shout out, my family members, they have been there for me. Because honestly, but when you come out, the only people that will be on your neck, your family members, honestly, just your family members.
True.
The rest, they're just like, they're doing their thing now. So, like, they've just been helping me. If there's any job opportunity, like, they literally send me link, tell me go for this, go for that.
Yeah.
I'll go and set up LinkedIn. This, like, they're out for my success, right?
Yeah.
And also my friends, because, as them, they are moving, they want you to be moving.
Of course.
Because I always say these things to my friends, we all have to succeed, because when my children are around, it's you.
Yeah, the
auntie
connection.
that I know you get. So, like, we all have to succeed. So, like, they make sure that we are all working together, and
True.
it has really helped me. If not, if you're out here alone, it's wild.
Because the truth is, sometimes you feel down,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you feel sad, sincerely.
You feel like I don't have anything.
I don't have anything. What's going on? What's happening? So sometimes having people around you that would just speak, and it's very important to have the right people.
Yeah.
Okay, not someone that would be, saying different things.
That will be showing you Pepe.
But having, because for me, sincerely, after school, there are times that I would just be like, God, okay, what's going on? But then, I just had friends that would be like, don't worry, just trust God. Just trust God. Definitely there is an end to this. And something I just want to say now, this whole thing is not going to last forever.
Yeah.
It's just a phase, right? But it just feels like this phase is taking long. But then it's just a phase, and it's going to come to an end. So just trust God. Trust God. Life after school, sincerely, is uncertain. But it's beautiful because we know that at the end of the day, we are achieving that great result.
And what is even more beautiful than scary is because you have like a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So imagine yourself in a pool of opportunities. There are so many things you can try. So if this one thing is not working out for you, you can try the other thing. Like, this is the time to try as many things as you can. Because if you make mistakes now, nobody will really judge you.
Yeah.
Because they are just coming out of school. They just be like, okay, the person is not really experienced. But then if you make mistakes in your 40s, you would not even want to make mistakes in your 40s.
Yeah.
You would be judging yourself. You'll be like, what have I done with my life?
True.
Because what we did in school then, we can't do it now.
Yeah.
All those obule, party, drinking.
You
and
have to be
everything.
serious
You,
now.
when you come out of school, you see that life is not like this. So because there you were, surrounded before was now. You're not surrounded with anything.
The world is facing you
Do
face to
get
face.
It's you and God against the world. So you have to make sure that you are doing everything you can. You are learning, especially those that are just coming out of school, those that are doing NYSC, even those that may be a few years down after like graduating. You still have time, you still have opportunity before you start regretting, and we don't want regrets.
True.
We don't want regrets.
That's actually very, very true. Sincerely, learn things, because it's the time to just learn.
Yeah.
This is the time to just, okay, what am I going to do? Let me learn this, let me learn that. So just use this opportunity to, don't see it as a waste of time.
Yeah.
Don't see it as a delay, because sincerely, sometimes we feel like since nothing is happening now, our life is wasting away, our life is a delay. But really, sometimes it's not really a delay. Right? God is just preparing you for something greater. And then in that preparation, there are some things He might want you to do. That's why we've been emphasizing on your relationship with God. Because the truth is, your future is bright and beautiful, but you need to follow the path.
Yeah.
But then how can you follow the path if you don't even ask the person that knows the path? So you need to ask God, what do you want me to do now? That's the main thing you need. So you are just a fresh graduate, or you're already a graduate, you're already experiencing the life after school, or you are yet to experience. What we want you to know is that just ask God what He wants you to do. So in that season, what should I do? What should I do? What should I learn? If He says wait, then wait. And this is the time that we really need to even become closer to God, like build our relationship with Him. So don't see it like, oh, I'm not doing anything, I'm only just doing this, I'm only just doing that. That thing you are doing, just continue.
Just do it.
Don't just continue. Don't stop. And another thing, don't feel pressured. because a lot of pressure will come because you're like, what's happening? What's
I'm
happening?
back. My
Um,
mates are front.
yes, don't feel pressured. Just trust God. Hold God tight.
Holy
Let
shit, as I will keep saying.
let him lead you. Sincerely, I really don't know what advice again to give than just trust in God. Because the truth is, He knows your future and He will not lead you astray.
Exactly.
That's just the thing.
Even if you make a mistake, there's always a way back with
There's
God.
mercy, yes. I mean, he's your what father would see his child going off track and he will not like say, come back, come back. And that's how God is. So you need to always ensure that you are sensitive to hear every instruction he's giving to you. Because this time now he might say wait, and then maybe after 2 months he may now say, okay, go out. So you need to always be alert. You need to always be sensitive. You always need to be in his presence. So this is not the time to just be very sad and gloomy. Come out of it. We've all been there since then. Because personally, I'm not going to lie. After school, there was just this. I was just like, God, what's happening to my life? Sometimes I feel sad. I'm not even going to lie. I'm like, God, nothing is making sense. People are already getting jobs. So what's going on? Where's my own? And then I just realized that, you know what? If God is saying this, then I'm just going to follow him. So that's why I said when we started that sometimes the instructions he would give you may not necessarily make sense even at that point, but just follow him. God's instruction sometimes doesn't make sense, because when you look at Abraham's story, when he told him to go and kill his son,
in his right sense,
why? But God just knows the best, sincerely. So just follow him whenever he gives you an instruction, and don't compare yourself with anyone. Just know that your destiny is different and your journey is also different.
I think something else you need to do is pray.
Yeah.
Pray when you're confused. Pray when you know something. Pray, just pray, because as we keep saying, life is serious out here. So you have to pray your way through everything.
True.
You have to, so that the favor of God is just upon you, and in every room that you go to, you stand out. It's very important. When we're young, we didn't see the reason to pray.
Yes.
Now that we are older, our eyes, we are seeing reasons to, because there are things bigger than us. There are forces bigger than us, and you might just think, oh, it's people and whatever, but
it's beyond that.
As like that movie says, life is spiritual.
Like,
you need to pray for everything, even that job that you want, because you don't know who is there saying you will not get the job.
Actually.
So you have to pray against the person that is saying you will not get it. Like, you have to pray. You have to settle things in the spirit, actually. So I think it's important that you just always pray.
It's actually very important to pray, because just like I was saying when we started, that in this part it's just so uncertain, because you don't even know what to do. In fact, it's as if you just be very confused. Should I learn this? Should I not learn this? Should I go there? Should I apply for this job? There's just a lot of things that will just make you confused. But then when you pray and seek God, clarity comes. He gives you clarity. He tells you what to do. So it's very important to pray. So in case you're listening to us, what we're trying to say is that you need to hold God in this time where it feels uncertain. Ask God for clarity. In these times where it feels like you are confused, ask God for direction. He's willing to lead you, because you are his child. Why would he not want to lead you? So he would want to lead you. He would want to guide you. But then you need to come to him. You need to ask him for that help. And also another thing is, there's sometimes sometimes so many people have like different skills. So they're like, which one should I focus on? Should I just be learning all of them? What do you think of that? Because the
thing is, you have different interests. So I think just bring it to one. Like, focus on that one thing. You're having so many ideas. You want to be a content creator, or you want to be an influencer, you want to work in a bank, because you're just coming out. So like, a lot of opportunities are out there. So you're thinking, I can fit in everywhere. So I think just focus on one thing. It's very important to focus on one thing. Put your energy, your time, your skill, and then master it. True. So that like people will be able to say, okay, I know this person will do it for you. Then if you want to do other things, you can go ahead, but like, make sure that you're a master in one thing. In anything you're doing. Just like, if it's content creation you want to do, stay focused, be consistent. In everything you have to be consistent to see fruits. So like, focusing on one thing will help you. What do you think?
I think it's actually very, very right, because it's beautiful if you have different skills. That is even an edge for you, right? That's an added advantage. But then all those skills, ensure that you are a master of one Like if they should call that particular field, your name should also be among. So you're a graphic designer. People should know that you actually know how to do. You don't just have ideas, because I mean, most of us, some of us, if we use Canva now, we can do one or two things. But then, if they want to call professional graphic designers, will your name be there? So it's beautiful to have different skills, but just ensure that you are a master of one. And in this is the time to actually be that master, to learn it very well, to develop it, to build yourself in it, so that you not just be, what they say, that you are how do they say
Jack of all trades,
master of none. Yes, I mean the truth is, when we grow and we advance, you are exposed to different skills and then you learn fast. But then ensure that there is one that you are very good at. Okay, so that's what we're trying to say, that when this time comes, or if you're already in it, that's life after school, please just get something that you're good at. A skill that know how, even if you are sleeping, they tell you to do it.
You can wake up and do it.
It's not something you're struggling to, okay? And then build, just like we've mentioned, this is the time to develop yourself. So while it feels like you're waiting, develop yourself, be better. Do things, go for seminars, and don't feel, because the truth is, you see, this fear of boredom, it's just a lot. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you're even tired of just staying at home.
You're tired of being bored.
Yeah, you're tired of being bored, actually. So I don't know what to
I think the best thing you can do is network. Network. You would be shocked how your friends know about opportunities.
True.
That you don't know. So my advice would be network, or ask your friends, like let them know what you do.
Yeah. So that when they see opportunities.
Exactly. They're the people, it's them that people will hear it from, rather than you just keeping inside. If you're a graphic designer, tell all your friends that you're a graphic designer, even if you're just starting.
Yeah.
Like, so whenever someone comes and I need someone for this, it's you.
They'll think of you.
Exactly. Because your friends will be the one that will help you. Let me not lie. Like your friends, your parents, they're the ones that will be able to call your name in rooms and in places. So network.
Actually, and I think another thing is put yourself out there. So let's say you're a graphic designer, right? Put yourself out there. Showcase your work. Any graphic you do, put it out there. If you're a video editor, put your video content out there, okay? So ensure that you build yourself, and don't forget to hold God tight. See, God is your surest person. God is
the surest person.
He's not going to lead you astray, okay? So please, in this time where it feels very uncertain, it feels like you're confused, just ask God for direction, and He's going to lead you. So we've come to an end of our show. This is Evening Talks with Merit, and thank you for joining us. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please go to our YouTube channel right now and go and subscribe. Also follow us on all our socials, on Facebook and on IG. The name is Holyhill Radio. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.